Hello, Man in Gray here with another Man in Gray book review. Today's book is Creepy Crayon, written by Aaron Reynolds with illustrations by Peter Brown, published in 2022 by Simon & Schuster. Creepy Crayon is part of a three-book series called Creepy Tales, which includes Creepy Crayon, Creepy Carrots, and Creepy Pair of Underwear. Jasper Rabbit has got a serious problem. He's flunking all of his classes at elementary school except for art. But everything changes one day when walking down the sidewalk, Jasper discovers a purple crayon, an unusual purple crayon. It's perfectly pointed and it has a smiling face on the side of it. He picks up the crayon and takes it home. The next day, when he's taking his spelling test, suddenly the purple crayon takes over and spells every word correctly. And for the first time in his elementary career, Jasper Rabbit gets an A plus on his spelling test. He's thrilled. He goes home and his father tells him that he needs to study for his math test instead of playing video games. The purple crayon, though, writes on the math book to play video games instead. So Jasper does. He spends 3 hours playing video games and then falls asleep. The next day, there's a surprise math test, and Jasper's terrified. He reaches for his pencil, but instead his hand suddenly is pulled over to the purple crayon. And when he takes the math test, he gets every question right. Once again, he's thrilled, but he's also a little uneasy, especially at the end of the day when he gets his backpack to go home and finds that the purple crayon has written on the backpack, Jasper and Crayon Forever. He goes home, and then the next day, he begins working on his poster for art class in pencil. But when he starts using a pencil, the purple crayon suddenly rolls across the table and writes on the table, "Don't ignore me." Jasper gets really worried, and so he takes the crayon and puts it in a lockbox and then carries it down into a basement. And he finishes his poster drawing. When he wakes up the next morning, the poster has been redrawn in purple, and the purple crayon is back where it began. The poster wins the top award for the poster contest, but Jasper becomes increasingly worried about how the crayon is taking over his life. When he gets home, he melts the crayon in a microwave, which, by the way, crayons don't usually melt in a microwave, but oh well. He melts the crayon in a microwave and throws it in the trash. And the next morning, when he gets up, not only is the crayon back in his pencil case, but the crayon has drawn on the wall a giant mural of Jasper graduating from elementary school holding the purple crayon. What's going to happen? When he goes to school, he finds out that he's been awarded the most improved student, and they even hold an assembly for the entire elementary school to honor Jasper. But instead of being happy and thrilled, he's sweating bullets because he knows that the purple crayon is behind it all. How will Jasper escape the clutches of the evil, creepy crayon? And of course, as you might guess, there's a little twist at the end. Little kids will enjoy this story. It's creepy enough and spooky enough to hold their interest but not scare them. And adults will enjoy all of the horror movie tropes that are referenced in this book. In the dedication page at the end, there's a dedication to Rod Serling, the host of and the main writer of The Twilight Zone, and also for Alfred Hitchcock. And there's a lot of these kind of spooky horror movie tropes that are referenced in this book. If your kids enjoy Creepy Crayon, they'll probably want to read the other two books in the series, which follow the basic same plot with slight variations. I should mention also the exceptional artwork of Peter Brown here. As you can tell from this book cover, all the illustrations are in black and white and purple. Purple is the only color besides black and white. So it gives it a particularly eerie feel because it's kind of like black and white horror movies, but then you've got this spooky purple crayon that highlighted against the black and white background. The book is Creepy Crayons. The authors are Aaron Reynolds and Peter Brown. This has been another Man in Gray book review. Thanks. I'll see you again next time.